Boom, and welcome back to another edition of Fumblebrewski. Welcome to Casa de Nando, Spencer. Snap, crackle, pop, fuck Rice Krispies. Here's to the Fumblebrewski.
Let's go. We're back.
Just a little Voodoo Ranger right here. How's it tasting for you, bro?
It's delicious. Look at that can, too.
Yeah, dude.
I'm a big fan of,
Fan of the can?
Yeah, intentional beer can designs. Love it. You gotta love it.
Dude, Voodoo Ranger's elite with that, bro. Like, this is a little juicy, hazy IPA. It's nice and sweet.
I might take home the can,
7.5% because we don't play around on the Fumblebrewski, baby.
Shout out Voodoo Ranger.
I'm in love with this. Welcome to the show.
Yeah. Look at this. In person from the studio. Here we go.
We have not had an in-person videos since you moved to New York, bud. So
over a year, right?
Almost a year.
Yeah. I moved in
October.
I moved in October, so that was what? 8 months?
8 months, 9 months.
All right. It's been a while. It's been a while. I'm ready. I'm excited.
Without further ado,
let's begin. What do we talk about first? There's so much to talk about.
I mean, dude, it is the off season, bro. Like, it's fun in games right now to just project and just talk football, bro.
Yeah.
But, like, the coolest part about it is just we're doing it again.
We are doing it again.
Like,
you know what? Okay.
Drop us in. Drop me in.
Speaking of doing it again, look at that transition right there. How about the first-year quarterbacks, now second-year quarterbacks, doing it again?
Ooh.
How do we feel that they're going to look? Second-year quarterbacks, who shines, who falls back? Is there a sophomore slump?
I like the way you started this off.
There we go. We're in person. This is
dude. Trevor Lawrence. We got Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields, Zach Wilson, Mac Jones, and don't forget about Long Neck McGee, Davis Mills, the Texans' hero, bro.
I just don't understand why he's a starter. No offense. I mean, okay, I can't say no offense.
You just said you don't even know why he's a starter. I know why he's not a starter. He's got Jeff Driscoll in that room, I think.
That's so sad.
And Kyle Allen. He's definitely the starter, bro.
So sad. What a bad quarterback room.
And Davis Mills was fine and dandy, bro.
What do you mean? I mean, how many games did they win? 5?
That's Deshaun Watson won like 4 with them one season.
I mean, that's totally
he won 5.
I mean, they're in a bad. They got who? No, they got what's his face though. Mechie.
John Mechie,
the third round or
second round. So he tore his ACL in the SEC championship.
He's good though.
But he's so fast.
He's so fast. He was a beast. If he comes back finally, if his knee's okay, he'll be fine.
Yeah, he's one of the most talented receivers. He's explosive as hell. Which you might get afraid of an ACL injury, but this isn't 2010, bro. This isn't the 2000s. Like ACLs mean nothing to athletes anymore, bro. Like
that's been crazy. I've been seeing more and more people coming back after like way shorter periods of time, and that scares me a little bit.
He got torn like in December. They were saying he's gonna be no training wheels like in July, full go hopefully by the season. That's like 8 months.
Yeah,
that's ridiculous. Like before, if you tore your ACL, it was done. You were done.
I forget who it was, but somebody came back from their Achilles after like 6 months. Or something.
Cam Akers, bro.
Cam Akers?
The hero, bro.
Yeah,
I mean, he was okay in
the
playoffs. And he played like week 17. But yeah.
The fact that he's playing football?
I said he should have been comeback player of the year. That's comeback player of the year. You tear your Achilles
in practice. How is that even possible? It shouldn't be possible.
Think about it. If you tear your Achilles in training camp, in the preseason, and you come back in the regular season, end of the playoffs, you should be comeback player of the year. You literally came back harder than anyone else.
See,
I don't know. Season-ending injury.
I don't know.
Season-ending injury.
I disagree with that, though.
What do you mean? Who came back more? Like, what?
I guess, like, technically, it's a huge comeback accomplishment, like a physical feat, right?
You won the Super Bowl.
But I don't think that's the intention of comeback player of the year.
Who normally wins comeback player of the year? Like, you tear your ACL, and then you ball out the next season.
No.
Or, like, you were...
I guess comeback is not the same as most improved. Is that the same?
Yeah, no, because basketball most improved is different. That's why I think both leagues should have a most improved and a comeback.
Okay.
But for some reason, basketball is most improved. I support that. And then the NFL has just comeback, and it makes no sense.
All right, because comeback can include those stories.
Right, like Tua, should have won most improved player. He's going to win most improved player next year. But there's no award for that, and he's not going to win comeback player because he's not coming back from anything. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, interesting. So that's a whole different award.
I'm saying for basketball, though, they usually just do most improved, like year 1 to year 2 players, year 2 to year 3 players.
So in that lens, yes, you're right. Then he can win the award in that lens, but he can't win most improved.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. But the NFL is comeback player of the year. And so I think there's no bigger comeback than Cam Akers. He was robbed, in my opinion.
He's robbed? Really? You think so?
Dude, we haven't even talked about quarterbacks yet.
Okay, yeah.
All right. Reset it when we clip it, so you know. Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields, Zach Wilson, Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields, Zach Wilson, Mac Jones, and Davis Mills. Who's going to be the top quarterback next season, Spencer? That was hilarious, though.
We totally derailed before we even got into the topic, but that's okay. We are here right now. Honestly, Trevor Lawrence confuses me because he should be the answer, right? He should be the best out of this group. Zach Wilson, I don't know. He got more weapons, but I don't think he's that good.
Sorry.
Mac Jones, I think, has an opportunity to prove that he is good.
Oh, no, that one definitely deserves a...
Mac Jones sucks. But I'm saying I think he's got the biggest opportunity to show that.
Yeah, because Bill Belichick, dude, you know who they're running for offensive coordinators in New England right now?
Who is their offensive coordinator?
Matt Patricia and Joe Judge are having a competition. Joe Judge runs special teams. And Matt Patricia's a defensive coordinator.
Is Josh McDaniels gone? Where'd he go?
He's the head coach of the Oakland Raiders.
Oh, he went to the Raiders.
I always say Oakland, bro.
Vegas Raiders?
Yeah.
Okay.
But sheesh.
Yeah, wait, why? Why don't they just hire an offensive coordinator?
Belichick's going senile.
Is he going to call the plays?
He's going senile. He's going to expect one of them to call the plays. That makes no sense.
Why? Hire an offensive coordinator.
I guess his son's just going to lick lips harder on the sidelines. What are we doing in New England, bro?
Do you think he ever becomes the head coach? One more detour.
No, dude. I think that he might become the head coach. But
not of the Patriots. A head coach in the NFL.
Oh, in the NFL, yes. I don't think it's gonna be in New England because look what Belichick's doing.
Can't be in New England.
Look what Belichick's doing. They have $1 million. I think they have no money in the cap left. They might have $1 million left, and they've lost J.C. Jackson. They've lost pieces on defense.
He's gonna be done.
They don't have a receiver yet. They have Devontae Parker as a receiver 1. Mac Jones is not in a position to succeed.
Hey, we have no Devontae Parker hate on this show.
He has his autograph right up there, bro.
He does, see?
But whatever, bro. Devontae's not on the Dolphins anymore, so I can talk smack about him. Okay, Devontae has hamstring problems. He can't be relied on as New England's number 1 receiver. Especially in the cold, hamstring injuries pop up more, bro.
That is true.
It just doesn't make sense.
He gets hurt almost every year now.
All the time.
Ton of talent. Just couldn't, I don't know.
Yeah,
keep it together consistently to be a number 1 option. You know what I mean? I do think he's good enough to be a number 1 option. He hasn't done it though. You know what I mean? He's got to do it consistently.
The Bears drafted Kevin White from West Virginia ahead of him. So I'm happy we got Devontae. You know what I'm saying? I'll take him. But New England, tough.
Whatever happened? Did he ever play Kevin White?
The problem with West Virginia receivers is look at Tavon Austin. They just don't develop a full route tree.
Not.
It's 1 or 2, 3 routes. So they just come in complete, and he had the size. Tavon was small, but Kevin White was 6'2". He was biggish, but
so he's out of the NFL.
Yeah, I think last year was on the Saints at one point. But
he's a practice squad, whatever. Yeah.
But
okay. Anyways, best quarterback.
It matters. If you want to talk about the Bears, Justin Fields it should be nice. They
set up for success.
I think they signed Egbert or something. Eggert, some defensive guy though. I know that. Sorry, Chicago fans, but I know that it's not an offensive guy, which makes no sense because Chicago's problem is on offense, and they need to start developing for Justin Fields.
They couldn't score. I know. I think he
lost Allen Robinson. They're going to rely on Darnold Mooney and Colcomet. That makes no sense.
Is Darnold Mooney the wide receiver 1?
He was wide receiver 1 last year.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I've seen idiots rank him above Jalen Waddle somehow.
No, that's not true though.
Obviously, it's not true. Obviously, it's not true. Jalen Waddle's a monster.
He's got it. He looks bad.
Mooney's good.
I gotta say, Justin Fields surprised me at how bad he looked.
Ohio State.
I don't know if that's a hot take or not, but he did not look good. He looked not only like a rookie, which he did look absolutely like a rookie. He just, I don't know, the magic that he was supposed to have, that big playability, wasn't showing up. I don't know why. But I think he's got to find a way to bring it back. At least show it in a fairly consistent manner that you can win games because he didn't put up like okay performances. He put up bad performances.
He ran well though with his legs. Like he was mobile. Like,
but like being mobile is different than making plays.
Now you can't call plays though. That's the big issue also.
I don't know. I didn't see him and be like, yeah, he's gonna be good.
I get that. The eye test for all these guys, bro, is a little rough. Like
honestly,
Trevor Lawrence, like you said, bro.
great.
He looks like he should have been the best QB,
and he wasn't.
And I've been hearing since he was like a sophomore in high school, he's gonna light it up in the NFL. He did not light it up in the NFL. And the Jaguars had brought in guys. I think they brought Christian Kirk.
Mm-hmm.
I think they got Zay Jones. And like
maybe.
Ouch. Like I'll check on my phone right now.
We've talked about this before, but is there something like Trevor Lawrence, life-wise, ready? He like always wins, right? High school, like he didn't lose a game from like his sophomore year of high school until he went to the NFL.
I think that happened with Jameis also.
Yeah, and now he loses almost every week. What does that do to
the player's psyche?
Like that, who's like just so accustomed and used to only winning. You know what I mean? And now you're like almost exclusively losing. That's weird.
Oh, hey, he's still got Christian Kirk, Lewis Chenault, who was not.
That's Christian Kirk.
Yeah,
Chenault didn't do anything.
Christian Kirk's got the crazy receiver contract. Remember, he broke he's getting like $8 to $12 million a year or something ridiculous.
And what is he getting
that.
now?
No, that's what he's getting now.
Oh, that's what he's getting now.
4 years, $72 million deal, $37 million guaranteed.
Really? Wow.
For Christian Kirk. That's ridiculous.
Good for him.
His agent's a savage.
Mm-hmm.
Christian Kirk's agent.
Cheers to your agent, bro.
Christian Kirk's agent. If you ever want to sign the Fumblebrewski and you want to help us get some moolah, I'm down for you, bro.
4 years, 72.
I'll move to Jacksonville.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's not that ugly of a city.
We can do that. Anyways.
Duval has Marvin Jones, Luis Chenault, Jamal Agnew, Zay Jones,
and
Laquan Trent as well.
Oh, I like it. Look, yeah, I like
Laquan.
I have a soft spot for Laquan Trent. I saw him like a senior year of college, and I don't know.
Oh, he played at he was at Ole Miss.
He was at Ole Miss.
He played with Hughes?
No, I didn't see him in person. But I was watching like a couple games, and for some reason, I saw a couple Ole Miss games in a row, and he like always killed it. I'm like, he could do it. He could play. Like he had a good.
He didn't do anything in this.
I know he didn't do anything at all.
Maybe he'll 23rd overall.
Yeah, maybe he'll show up. Laquan Treadwell. Shout out to Laquan Treadwell.
Hey, that's the guy, bro.
We're feeling generous today. He is our guy right now.
But they're supporting Trevor Lawrence.
Final answer, though.
Wait, we didn't even talk about Zach Wilson. Jets suck. He's kind of garbage.
Do you think he's good?
I think. Oh, hate aside, Jets fans. I know I've got a Dolphins background, so you guys probably are thinking I'm an idiot. Zach Wilson has a big arm. He's got a little bit of athleticism. I don't really trust a quarterback coming out of BYU, but we've seen weirder stories. He looks like a little boy.
Yeah, I mean,
but if he improves on his decision making, with all the weapons, you guys got crazy weapons for sure. They got Garrett Wilson.
I gotta say,
Elijah Morris is savage. He's on my dynasty football team. He's a beast.
I think the Jets have one of the best drafts.
Zach Wilson, it's a lot of projection, bro, for a year two guy. Like it's a lot of if, and like if you don't give those same like. It's a lot of projection, bro. Yeah. And, I don't know if Zach Wilson's going to put it all together. He can do decent, but I don't think – I've seen Jets fans say he's going to win the division for them. That's ridiculous, bro.
That's dumb.
You live in New York. What's the feel in there?
Not a lot of Jets fans. See. I went to a game. Dolphins-Jets in the Meadowlands. I forget what week it was last year.
You went a little MetLife takeover?
Game. Yeah, MetLife takeover, exactly. And I got to tell you, I was pleasantly surprised. I'd say it was nearly half and half between Dolphins and Jets fans at an away game in New York. So shout out to the Finns for showing up. And also that shows you
ETS sucks.
We also won that game. Absolutely.
Of course, because the New York Jets, want to hear a crazy stat?
Yes,
the Jets went 0-6 in the AFC East last year. Yes. What if I told you they have not won a division game this decade? That the New York Jets are 0-12 since 2019. They have not won a division game.
Yes.
In the last 2 years, they're 0-12, bro. They're 2-10 against the Miami Dolphins in the last 6 years,
That's
bro.
So bad.
They're garbage, bro. They're 27-70 as a franchise since 2016. They're awful.
They did have a good draft, though.
Yeah, they've got a good draft. They replaced 10 starters. You know why?
Yeah.
Because their roster was so
garbage
last year.
So bad.
That, like, you can replace 10 starters.
See, you know,
they've got good talent on the draft, though.
I do agree. And, like, I agree with what you said in the sense that, like, theoretically, Zach Wilson has the tools, right? He's athletic enough, can move, does have a big arm, could improve on accuracy a little bit, but it does seem like the decision making really holds him back, right? Like I don't know, like maybe that's just me, but he should have the gifts, and he's like, I don't know.
I heard he didn't throw interceptions in the last 5 weeks of the season. He was throwing like 85 yards a game, like 100 yards a game. Like they limited him because they didn't trust him. I think he could put it together, but do they trust him to make the decision making? Do you see that? You saw him play in person. I've seen him play in person.
But it was just some of the same things. Like he had some nice plays. You know what I mean? Like he's capable of making the nice plays, but he doesn't play nice.
Yeah.
Like
Ron
that
Allen
sounds
had a big
dumb.
Brock
That
Osweiler had a
sounds
big
dumb.
arm.
Yeah. He'll make a couple good plays, but he won't put together like consecutive good plays, and he won't like put together flowing drives. You know what I mean?
Kind of sucks. But so who's the definitive answer then?
I don't know. Out of these players, like, oh man, I have to say Trevor Lawrence makes the leap to become better. I don't know if that means the Jaguars are good, but I think he makes the leap to play better.
Play better? How much better though? They did invest a lot in him. They invested a lot of receivers in him. He got a decent.
And I think he's just got to like take charge a little bit more, show that he can play, and I think he can do it. I think he's got to do it now though, because then if you're in your third, fourth year after being the number one pick and you're not doing anything, I don't know. That starts to look a little bit weird for you, right?
It does look a little weird, bro. Like you've got to, especially the number one overall pick, you've got to put up or shut up, man. Like you've got a different level of pressure than anyone else, man.
Mm-hmm.
For me, bro, I'm going to go balls to the walls, bro. The best year two out of all these guys
is
Davis freaking Mills.
Yeah.
Long neck McGee, bro. He's got Brandon Cooks. The Archer is so fast. Davis is going to get that ball to him. Texans fans, you've got a good one. He was a former number one overall pick out of Stanford. Number one high school rated quarterback.
Yeah, better.
And went to Stanford. He kind of sucked there. He only played like 13 college games. But hey, he's played more games in the NFL than he has in the college. So, you know, he can finally ball. You got Brandon Cooks, Nico Collins, who's like a year 2, year 3 guy, 6'4", 215 pounds, freaking beast. You know, I'm a believer of long neck Davis Mills, bro. You got to show him some love, bro.
You're right.
I hate you for not putting him on the banner. I hate you.
You're right.
You know, people of Houston should shame you.
I've been giving him too much hate. Cause I have no reason to hate Davis Mills. I've been giving him, I don't even. Can we shout out Davis Mills?
Boo him, people of Houston.
No, don't boo me.
Boo him.
Why? I'm good. Look at this.
It's taking too long.
Look at this. No. I can do it. I couldn't do it. Shout out Davis Mills, though. That's what I was trying to do.
Just for you, Davis.
There was a little too much Davis Mills hate. You're right. Go Davis. Oh, I love it. Go Davis Mills. You're right. I'm sorry. I apologize. I hope you do well. I hope you are the most improved second-year quarterback.
You know what's the best part? I'm glad you admit that. I made the banner.
On that note, we're going to move to the Cowboys right now. Interesting situation.
We're talking about the Texas.
Staying in Texas. Transition.
All the doggies, baby.
Yeah. All
what's going on in Dallas for us.
You saw that video of Jerry Jones crashing his car?
No.
It was pretty
Belichick's going senile. Jerry Jones.
It was actually pretty bad. He T-boned somebody.
Oh my god!
It wasn't his fault.
Okay, wait before I make jokes.
No, everybody's okay.
Oh,
everybody's okay. It wasn't his fault. The other guy, the guy that was in the right lane, turned from the right lane. Jerry Jones was in the left lane, and the guy from the right lane turned across the intersection. So of course he T-boned him because why do you do that? Yeah, it was bad. Everybody's okay.
But wasn't his fault?
Wasn't his fault at all.
Jerry's innocent.
Yeah, he was totally innocent.
No slander on the Fumblebrewski.
Anyways.
Jerry will actually sue us.
He might
actually. Fuck Rice Krispies.
Sorry.
Fuck Rice Krispies. They'll never sue us. But Jerry Jones, Jerry's world. So.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, they got a weird situation. with running back. And
the Dallas Cowboys, weird situation?
Yeah. Tony Pollard played like pretty damn good. Almost as good as Zeke. Yeah, right? Almost as good as Zeke.
As Zeke owner, it was tough.
And that shouldn't be happening. And the problem is, one, that shouldn't be happening. Like, Zeke's got to play better. But two, they're not going to play him over Zeke.
So I heard Zeke was a little tubbier last season. So hopefully he eats a little less. Tubbier. He plays a little better.
Keep feeding him though.
Keep feeding him the ball wise. His strength and conditioning coach has to feed him a little less.
Okay.
A little more P90X that works out. Go to Equinox, buddy.
Zeke 90X, the new program.
Zeke 90X. Yeah. Don't end up like Eddie Lacy. Like Edie Lacy, you should never be. Ezekiel Elliot is too talented to fall down that road.
I can't.
He also had a little bit of injuries. He was a little banged up, And Tony Pollard is just an explosive guy. This is almost more of a compliment to Tony Pollard than it is like a critique on Ezekiel Elliott. I think Ezekiel Elliott should be starting running back in the NFL.
You're right.
But Pollard did ball out, bro. So if you're the Dallas Cowboys, what do? Do you trade Ezekiel Elliott? Do you keep Pollard as just a lucrative backup? Because Dak Prescott, Amari Cooper, they've got to feast. They've got to eat. They've got.
Yeah, that's true.
Who did they? No, Amari Cooper's not there, bro. I'm talking about CeeDee Lamb. Sorry.
Okay, I know where we're going.
We're like 21 minutes into the
I also know where we're going after this. I got the next topic already lined up.
That's what Spencer's the best guys.
Yeah. But anyways.
CeeDee Lamb, who does he have for help, though?
Michael Gallup?
No.
No, why not? He's not on the Cowboys anymore?
Oh, he's on Gallup.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I've been playing too much franchise mode.
Yeah. No, but see, they got weapons. But you're right. I still believe,
and James Washington from the
They got James Washington?
Yes, sir.
Well, anyways, they have weapons. Losing Amari Cooper sucks. They have weapons, though. The problem is, I still believe they can't not play Zeke. They can't put Zeke as a second running back.
Would you trade him?
Yes, but they're not going to.
Why not?
Because they're the Cowboys, and they're
paying him a lot of money.
Yeah, they've invested themselves in Zeke as the guy. You know what I mean? Him and Dak, they can't get rid of either of them. I think they're stuck to that. And that's I like them. But I think the Cowboys fucked up because they're not going to win. And that's hard.
It's hard.
Shout out to my roommate. My roommate, diehard Cowboys fan. Shout out to you, Sam. But I think the Cowboys messed up.
Sorry, Sam.
I think they can't. I don't think they can win. They've gotten close. They've gotten worse than they were when they were. What?
A Hall of Very Good offense.
Yes.
No Hall of Fame. Hall of Very Good.
Yes, a Hall of Very Good. They're very good, and I like them. They're not going to win the Super Bowl. With this team they have now, it's not going to happen. They haven't, they're good in the regular season.
Dude, this man can never step foot in the state of Texas, bro. The people of Houston hate you. The people of Dallas hate you.
Dude, you're right.
You got to stay out of Texas in this one, bro.
I do.
This man's... I don't think this Dallas Cowboys are going to win the Super Bowl either anytime soon. But this man hates y'all boys.
Dude,
sorry, Jerry. You could sue him. Not me.
Yeah, but the car accident wasn't your fault, at least.
His brother's a freaking lawyer, so come at us, Jerry. What would Brendan do?
What would Brendan do?
Only the OGs will know.
Yeah, OG Fumblebrewski fans. Shout out to you also.
Oh, bro. Here's to you.
Here's to Fumblebrewski in person. Look at that. So you ready for where I'm going to go next? Ready? You're talking about too much of a good thing. Right? Let's talk Browns. We were starting to battle a little bit, and then we decided to save this talk a little bit.
I'm glad we did. We do not see eye to eye on the Cleveland Browns.
Because for some reason, you think they should get rid of Kareem Hunt, even though he's good, and they got that 1-2 combo.
As elite as the Wombo combo of Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt is, they did re-sign Dearness Jones to a 1-year deal, man.
He was good, too.
He was pretty nice. And I just don't see the need of having that 3 good running backs. If you brought in Deshaun Watson, if you think he's going to get suspended and you've got to rock with Jacoby Brissett, I would definitely rock all these running backs.
That's not
But if Deshaun Watson, who did get his pick for the Baker Mayfield is never going to play for the Cleveland Browns.
You put Jacoby above Baker?
If I'm Baker Mayfield and Deshaun Watson gets suspended, I laugh in your face.
Okay, I agree.
I retire before I play.
Yeah, I'm sick.
Yeah. Hulu paid me enough. I don't need you.
I have a commercial to shoot on Sunday at 1. Yeah.
Don't you know the Brown Stadium is my home anyway?
yeah. Progressive, is that it?
Progressive and Hulu paid the big bucks. State Farm, whatever it is, bro. Baker Mayfield is never playing for the Cleveland Browns again.
You don't think so? I don't think so either.
And why would you? But if that's the case, though, you got to write Jacoby, you rock all 3 running backs. If not, though, trade Kareem.
Really? See, I totally disagree with you. Why? You're just giving up a good thing.
Not just giving it up. You're trading him for assets.
No, yes. Yes, you're right.
What do you think Kareem Hunt can make?
No, yes, you're right. And maybe eventually, I don't even know. I don't think Kareem Hunt gets you that much. He gets you something.
Toledo boy is fire.
No, he's fire. I agree. He's fire. But I don't think he gets you that much. I don't think his stock is super high right now. That is like you're getting a superstar from him. I don't know. Why? Yeah, he's been splitting time with Nick Chubb. You know what I mean? But this is what I'm saying.
When you got a fresh running back.
No, but when you got a good
he was fired in Kansas. He was amazing in Cleveland.
But if you have both of them that are so good, you don't need to downgrade your running backs because you have a good quarterback. You can have 2 goddamn good running backs and a great quarterback.
But Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt are both good enough that they can take all the carries. The only reason you did is because you had to overwork them because the quarterback play was so poor in Cleveland as it has been for the last 30 years.
But so now you have an always good running game with always fresh running backs.
But that's why you brought Dearness Johnson back. So you can have Nick Chubb and then Dearness Johnson is.
So why is that not this bad signing? Why did they sign Dearness Johnson?
Dearness Johnson is talented. You're not going to let him walk.
Talented. So they'll keep going. Again, they have a 3rd running back.
This guy, bro.
I don't know. I don't think the value you'll get back on Kareem Hunt.
You don't think you can get at least a 2nd round pick for Kareem Hunt?
Maybe. But I think that's.
You don't think you can get a receiver for the Cleveland Browns who had no one?
You get another okay receiver. You know what I mean?
They've got Anthony Schwartz, Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper's a receiver.
I know, but who are they going to get?
And then somebody People Jones or whatever.
They're going to get somebody.
People Jones.
They're going to get somebody slightly better than Donovan Peoples-Jones. You know what I mean? They're going to get another wide receiver that's okay, gets a couple catches, maybe scores a couple touchdowns, and doesn't move the franchise anywhere. Doesn't become the star of the franchise. So why trade him?
Wide receiver 2 or wide receiver 3?
But I don't even know if you're going to get a solid wide receiver 2.
They did pay David Njoku to 4 years.
You can get a solid wide receiver 2 probably.
So why not?
Because Kareem Hunt's better than a solid wide receiver 2.
So you trade for a wide receiver 2 that's equal to Kareem Hunt. I don't understand your argument.
No, Kareem Hunt's better. He's more valuable than wide receiver 2.
You're talking about Kareem. So then just get a player who's as good as Kareem Hunt. That's what I'm saying.
You can't.
You're just assuming the Browns are going to settle for a player who's worse. That makes no sense.
Exactly. That's what I'm telling you. They're in a weird position where his value on the trade market is going to be lower than it should be.
I'm trying to think of a player.
And his value on the field is going to be higher than people will see it as because he's too good. You know what I mean? But he's splitting time with Nick Chubb, so his value gets overlooked. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. I'm trying to think of a player. Damn it.
Somebody
You're right, because I can't think of a team that needs a running back bad enough that they give up a wide receiver to Kareem Hunt.
Maybe I'm saying this because it's the Browns, but almost Jarvis Landry level.
He's on the Saints.
I know, but I was thinking Browns. You know what I mean? But almost that level. You know, maybe slightly worse than Jarvis, but a solid wide receiver. That's gonna do you okay. Won't be the reason you lose. Won't win you games. I don't know.
Damn, bro. I really stumped, bro. I thought of maybe
Point Spencer
put it
on the
freaking
board. We're
bro.
gonna tally it up.
This kid.
Point.
I thought of maybe the Falcons, but no, they lost Calvin Ridley, so they don't have a receiver to spare. You
Right.
know, like I thought of maybe the Rams, but I don't see them trading for a running back.
Yeah, I know.
Fuck you, Spencer.
It's weird.
The Cardinals would have been an option for me as well, but DeAndre Hopkins is PED suspension, so I don't think they'll do anything.
Oh, you're right.
Maybe the Texans, but they don't have the weapons to spare as well. I hate you so much.
Yeah. We're moving and grooving. Speaking of the Cardinals, though, what the fuck is up with Kyler Murray?
Boom, Mr. Spencer. Kyler Murray, the midget himself. I know there was talks. He had that big manifesto of him wanting to get traded. He thinks he's better than he is. Kyler Murray, I want you to all Arizona Cardinals fans, if you're listening, Tua Tagovailoa has better stats than Kyler Murray. Read him and weep. Shut up. Kyler Murray, though, he's fine in his own right. Maybe he should have played baseball, though, because in the NFL, he's Mr. October. You know, have you seen the stat?
I haven't.
So I don't remember exactly the exact numbers for it, but I know that Kyler Murray's record in October, either winning or against the spread, is ridiculous in October. And he dramatically falls off in November and December. He's literally known as Mr. October. Man should have played baseball, bro. He would have been winning the World Series every year in Mr. October. Yeah, he would have been balling, bro.
That's his time. It goes on in October. Yeah. You're right. Maybe you should play it just to see what happens, you know? October becomes unstoppable.
I think he was like the 10th overall pick in baseball or something ridiculous.
No, yeah, he was crazy.
He's crazy. He should have played baseball.
Crazy. That required a crazy athlete.
He's a monster.
To be that good. To be the top of two sports at the same time at the college level, pretty crazy. You know, that takes an intense athletic skill there.
But the fact that I'm saying he should play baseball says it all. I don't think he's the best NFL QB, bro. He's a little small. He relies too much on his legs.
I don't know.
He doesn't make the best decisions.
I don't know. He's shown it, though.
What do you mean?
He's shown flashes.
Flashes? He's the number one overall pick.
Yeah.
It's like year 4.
So was Trevor Lawrence.
But it's just like year 4.
But they've gone to the playoffs, right? At least once or twice.
Does that sound cool?
Okay. I'm going to have to pause it.
What?
I have to pee.
No. Hey, you go pee, bro.
Okay, I'll go pee.
We can't
mid-episode? How am I getting over here?
Just jump over the cord, bro.
Okay, we're going over.
This guy wants to go to the bathroom. So I'm going to have a rant.
Yeah, Russell Wilson time?
I have a Russell Wilson quote just for you. Boom. We're stopping mid-episode. I know we talked about Kyler Murray, guys, but is Russell Wilson good enough to win the AFC East? What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Fumblebrewski. My co-host is in the bathroom because screw you, Spencer. So we're going to go a little solo dolo. Is Russell Wilson good enough to win the AFC West? I think not. And this is obviously a little softball lob-up question to me, but screw it. You're going to sit along for the ride. Because, guys, Russell Wilson is a fine QB, you know, but he gets carried by a strong defense and a good supporting cast, especially in the running game. And I get it. The Broncos have Javonte Williams, and I think they signed Melvin Gordon back, but don't quote me on that. Regardless, Javonte Williams is a fine running back to power up behind. And I get it. Jerry Jeudy is back as a receiver, you know. You got Cortland Sutton, who's great, and I love Tim Patrick. But Russell Wilson is facing against the Kansas City Chiefs, who's, you know, I get what you want to say. Tyreek Hill is on the Dolphins. Thank you, Kansas, by the way. As you can see, I'm a Fins fan. But they brought in Juju Smith-Schuster. They brought in Marvis Valdez-Scantling. Speed guys and big guys who can provide receiver help on both sides of the field. I like what they're doing over there. They still got speedster, not Mecole Hardman. I think it's DeMarcus Robinson. Maybe go, whatever. Thanks me about the voodoo. I don't know which receiver they kept. Regardless, though, Russell Wilson is a fine QB. He's got weapons, but the Chiefs are still ballers. They got Travis Kelce as well. The Chargers should be making noise. The Derek Carr on the Raiders, he's got Devontae Adams. He brought it back. Who's going to win? Who's going to win? Through the door.
Russell Wilson
is not going to win the AFC West. It's probably going to be Chiefs. I'll give you maybe Broncos or Raiders, and then the Chargers might actually finish 4th. Crucify me if you want, Mr. LA Chargers. But I don't like your chances to win this AFC West. It's going to beat the crap out of each other. And welcome back from your bathroom break, Spencer.
Thank you. I feel refreshed. I feel ready to go.
I
feel ready to win some more arguments.
I hate you, Spencer.
You know? That was a fun little face-off we had. Want to have another one? No, we're not gonna go there. We'll stick with San Francisco. I was gonna go back. No.
We did bring up Russell Wilson's old division now.
Oh, okay. Back to the NFC West. This is also a weird situation to me because Jimmy didn't do anything wrong. They went to the NFC Championship, didn't they?
But it was Super Bowl with him.
I know.
He's a monster.
But I've been getting the impression that he's just like now a sitting duck waiting for Trey Lance to take over. Right? And all the talk is about when will Trey Lance play. Like, even if he's, like, sure, is he ready? I don't know. I'm like, sure.
Maybe sure. This is number 2 overall. No,
like,
number
probably.
3 overall.
Like, probably. But, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm feeling sort of like almost Alex Smith vibes. Like, slightly different situations.
For Trey Lance or for Jimmy Garoppolo?
For Jimmy Garoppolo. Yeah. Because, like...
I almost kicked you in the nuts.
No. Not for Trey Lance. For Jimmy Garoppolo. Except, like, Alex Smith got hurt. But Jimmy Garoppolo didn't do anything wrong, you know what I mean? But he's about to lose his job to a guy who's never played. And
I think that is kind of Patrick Mahomes' fault almost. You know, like, he proved that, you kind of, like, go for that route. You know, like, you can kick a guy out like Alex Smith who's done nothing wrong.
That's interesting.
Because people are trying to find the next Patrick Mahomes.
I never thought about that.
Well, that's why Trey Lance gets drafted so high. He's a quarterback who has all those tools, all those athleticism, all that big arm, and they want to see if they can put it together. And when Mahomes did it, he got drafted 10th overall or 12th overall.
Yeah, because he.
But now Shanahan says I can do it. 3 overall. There's a 3rd quarterback taken off the board. Remember? We thought Mac Jones was going there because the 49ers lied to us. Screw you, Shanahan.
And Mahomes wasn't expected to be what he is. You know what I mean?
Not at all, bro. He wasn't the
first QB taken. Yeah, he had a big arm.
Chiefs did trade up for him, though.
Yeah, I know, but he wasn't. I mean, it's hard to expect that from somebody. You know what I mean? To become like great. You know what I mean? But like nobody was expecting him to do what he did, and
I felt like it was more of a down the line thing for Mahomes, and maybe 49ers fans should readjust that for Trey Lance. You know, maybe expect him not to ball out Mahomes level year 2, but maybe just be fine for year 2 if they do decide to play him. I think that they're going to try to trade Jimmy Garoppolo. I want to see him play just because I'm interested. I'm intrigued enough that I want to see him play. I feel bad for Jimmy G because he's going to lose his job for no reason. I don't give a fuck about Jimmy G.
Why? What did Jimmy G do to you?
He was a former Patriot. He was drafted by the organization. I don't know.
So? I don't know.
Sonny Michel is the only Patriot who was drafted that I actually...
Yeah, it's okay.
Jimmy Garoppolo can...
Why? He didn't do anything to you. He didn't even play.
I don't like Jimmy Garoppolo.
You know what? Jimmy Garoppolo, I'll take you in. It's okay. I'll have you in my heart.
How does it feel like to be on your nuts on his chin?
Shout out to Jimmy Garoppolo. You know, losing your job for no reason, it hurts. Maybe you can make it somewhere else. What about the Panthers? Nah, that's not speculating, Jimmy G. Okay, do you think Trey Lance is ready?
I think, from a fantasy perspective, obviously you want to see him play. He's got the big legs. He's a guy who can pass. He's got Brandon Ayuk and Deebo Samuel for him, and George Kittle. Those weapons,
so good. Yeah,
just too sexy, bro.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
But in terms of real life, I don't know if Trey Lance is ready. You know, was very raw. I was very shocked to see him drafted 3rd overall. I trust Kyle Shanahan because he's a guy named Mike McDaniel. And since I love Mike McDaniel, I gotta trust Kyle Shanahan. So, but at the end of the day, I agree. Jimmy Garoppolo's done nothing to fuck up his job. I don't see why you would move on from him unless but you got it. A guy at 3 overall, you've got to play him by year 2.
Like, I see what you're saying.
It's a very weird situation. Like, if they don't play Trey Lance, it's a very bad sign.
It's a weird situation.
It's a very bad sign.
I agree. Like, I don't know. Jimmy G might have to lose his job just because they have to play Trey Lance. I don't know. You're right. It's a weird situation over there. Not necessarily a bad one.
It's a good situation to have.
I guess.
To have a number 2.
They don't believe in Jimmy G. I don't think he's feeling love.
And your floor is a QB that took you to the Super Bowl and the NFC Championship.
Like you're in a good spot. I guess that's also.
It's either indicative that your roster is fire,
I think,
or that you're potentially your backup QB might be elite.
No offense to Jimmy G, but I think it was like probably more the roster than him, right?
And then it's still beautiful for 49ers.
And you're still chilling because he got the roster to back up to support Trey Lance. And whenever
we think Jimmy Garoppolo sucks.
I just want to see him play.
Nice.
You know what? I just want to see him play. Like, I'm too curious as a football fan, so I want to see him play.
I own him in my 12-man dynasty league, so I obviously want to see Trey Lance play and
what if
ball.
he becomes a steal?
The thing is, though,
steal.
He's gonna be a massive fantasy. If you haven't bought him in your fantasy,
Early fantasy advice, Trey Lance, Fumblebrewski.
I pick him as your backup QB. Think about it. At the very worst case, if you're talking about fantasy football advice, I'm a champion. Spencer sucks.
I'm so excited for fantasy.
Shut up. You don't know fantasy football.
Shut up.
So
this is my show, okay? We're gonna talk fantasy.
If we're talking Trey Lance, the fact that the matter is Trey Lance, you get him as your backup QB in a fantasy league, maybe round 14 to 15. Maybe the earliest you have to get him is round 12. You get him, you put him as your backup QB. If he doesn't start week 1, he'll start probably by week 6, which is when most bye weeks are. And then Trey Lance with his legs, with his arm, that offense, he's going to ball the fuck out. So watch out for Trey Lance in fantasy football. He's in my dynasty football league. I'm a champion. So if he's on my team, he should be on your team. That's the Nando take. Spencer's an idiot, so don't listen to whatever he has to say.
Don't you know the underdog story? The team that struggled. They've been through a lot. They've learned their lessons from their times at the bottom. And then they emerge at the top. That's the underdog story. That's what's going to happen this year. It's going to happen. I'm ready to go. I'm excited.
Spencer's never made the playoffs in like 9 years.
My team is energized. We're feeling good. We're feeling confident.
That being said, Spencer has a winning record against me as well.
Damn right, I'm your kryptonite, and that will always be true. Like the Dolphins to the Patriots.
He's like the Make-A-Wish child of our league. We've got to give him some.
Come on. I'm not even the bottom of the barrel. I'm not.
No, Spencer's consistently average at like 7th.
I'm consistently average. I'm like your Dolphins.
7th. Just outside of playoff contention.
Yeah.
But not bad enough to ever be considered being booed from the league.
Yeah.
He's competitive-ish.
But this is the year we break through.
Think about it. Everybody always loses to me, and Spencer beats me. So then you
flashes.
You get some cool wins.
Flashes,
you know?
Exactly. This is the year. You'll see. You'll see. Fumblebrewski fans, you will see.
I mean, you followed us over the years. You know Spencer will disappoint you.
Yeah, I shall never disappoint. I shall never disappoint. You know, I had a pretty damn good transition in mind, and you kind of ruined it with all this fantasy talk. I got distracted. So, in that case, you can pick the next topic of discussion.
I didn't even see it. Ha! I just clicked the screen. Free Lamar Jackson, Rashad Bateman, Devin Duvernay, and James Proche. Who knows? Because these cats are nobodies. Devin Duvernay?
As your wide receiver too?
James Proche?
Also, Bateman didn't even play last year.
I'm going to call him JP for the rest of the episode.
JP the second. Excuse you. Excuse you. He's JP the
He's
second.
now junior.
JP Jr. James first and second to JP Jr. Welcome to the Fumblebrewski.
Well, that's probably the most talked about he's been talked about in the last 5 years. Because this guy, oh my days, Rashad Bateman, feed Rashad Bateman, I guess. This guy's going to get like 500 targets.
He didn't even play last year, right? He played at the end of last year after he was injured for the first, 9 weeks?
Bateman was drafted out of Minnesota. He's an okay player.
He was sick, though. He was good.
A long stretch.
I'm not. He was pretty good in college. He was bigger than anybody Minnesota was playing. You know what? Oh, we're switching.
I'm out.
I already finished mine.
You didn't finish that. Take my breath.
Catch up. Oh, we're singing now? Oh, Brewski karaoke? Anyways. Yeah. Lamar Jackson. Tough situation. You know what? You know what's funny about this? I just realized this in my head right now. He could leave. I could see a world
where Lamar Jackson leaves.
Where they where they break up. You know what I mean? I could totally see a world in which they break up. Maybe he's not happy and there's a weird riff and it's like some uncomfortable situation, and it doesn't work out, and he leaves, and he goes somewhere else. I could see it happening. Look at you see the screen right there. Who is wide receivers? Who are they giving him? They have Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews is great. They traded Marquise Brown out of nowhere without warning Lamar Jackson. He was clearly upset about it.
Dude, he was in Arizona. They brought him out to the draft presentation.
Lamar?
No. Hollywood Brown.
Oh, for Arizona.
That means that Hollywood Brown knew way beforehand he was getting traded. He was in Arizona. Like when they bring out your first round pick or your second round pick to the draft party? They brought out Hollywood Brown.
Hollywood Brown, really?
That's insane. That means Lamar had no clue. He was literally blindsided.
So why do you leave? People think he's good enough.
He's not coming to the Dolphins.
He's not going to the Dolphins. I mean.
No, shut the fuck up.
Just let me say it.
Get you out of my house.
Just let me say it. I don't want to say it. I'm debating whether or not I should say it.
Just keep
but
it in mind.
You know what? I'll say it. As a fan, I'm going to say my honest opinion. I think this is a big year for Tua. I'm not saying anything about Lamar Jackson, but I will say, if he doesn't do well, there could be a new quarterback.
Obviously.
And I think Lamar Jackson, why not? I've never thought about that before, but why not? He'd want to come to Miami. Obviously. He's from South Florida.
Pompano boy. Brown,
he'd be
baby.
Sick.
He'd be He'd
be the fastest offense probably in the world.
But Tua Tagovailoa is the best quarterback for the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, but
you need to shut up, boy.
Do you not see a world? Is that not a possibility? This season doesn't go well for the Ravens.
They can move on. It is a contract year for Lamar. He's been talked about in OTAs.
Where else do you want to go? If they're, I'm just saying. I hope it doesn't happen. I hope Tua's the guy. But if it doesn't happen and the Dolphins don't do well, we're gonna be looking. He may be looking.
No.
You don't think there's any chance?
I won't even say my point that the fact that Lamar Jackson's going to look for a team that will build around him, put him in the best situation to succeed and have a high volume running offense, which would actually be the Dolphins.
Exactly.
But fuck that, because Tua man's going to ball.
Okay.
Sorry. Maybe I would rather see Trey Lance fail, Jimmy Garoppolo get traded, and Lamar Jackson end up on the San Francisco 49ers.
I totally disagree. You're telling me. No. I'm sorry. I love Tua.
I'm just saying before I see him on
I love Tua. But you're telling me that if Tua goes out there and doesn't play well, and Lamar Jackson is looking for another team, you wouldn't be ecstatic.
This kid can't pass the ball. He's a running back.
Oh my God. You're not saying this right now.
I watched Lamar in Miami. Absolutely.
You're not saying
this right now. Running back.
This man is a goddamn good football player, and he's a good quarterback. What do you mean? I saw him torch Syracuse in person.
I was there at the game, same as you,
brother. I know. We lost fucking 62 to 8 or something.
I know, bro. Halftime was rough. It was 42 to something, man.
Yeah, I was on TV with my shirt off at the end of the game because nobody else was in the stadium.
I left. It's the only time I ever left a football game, bro. I didn't want to watch Lamar just murder us again, bro. And then when Lamar was gonna come out and the backup was gonna go in, I didn't care about the backup.
I didn't even know I felt this passionately about this, but he doesn't suck. He's good. You know what I mean? He's so good.
Let's see. Lamar Jackson has thrown for 3,000 yards once.
Okay, but I'm saying it does that doesn't make him not a quarterback. Why does it make him not a quarterback? Why does a quarterback have to throw for 5,000 yards?
Why does a quarterback have to throw the ball?
He throws for 3,000 yards. He throws the ball.
1,200 yards. 2018. 2019, 3,100 yards.
3,100 yards.
2020, 2,700 yards.
He throws
2021,
the ball.
2,800 yards. He throws the ball.
Yeah.
He throws the ball. He throws the ball. He sucks.
That's so it's just wrong. You know what I mean? He didn't throw the ball as much as Tom Brady.
Interceptions last season.
He didn't throw, okay, He doesn't throw the ball as much as Tom Brady. He can improve as a quarterback, but you can't say he's just a running back. He leads the team. Why they didn't he leads the offense.
Because they don't think they're like, what's the point of us investing on wide receivers?
That's totally false.
Because he is not going to throw.
You think they're just saying, yeah, fuck this team. Lamar can't play. Yeah, fuck the team. We're going to train them all.
But no, we're just going to sign great running back, great offensive
line. Baltimore now, they don't need a football team. Let's just get rid of it. Why don't we play a couple guys up the street? Yeah, they can help Lamar Jackson. He can't play football. Let's just throw away the team. Why don't we do that? Let's focus on the Orioles. Baseball, they suck too. Why don't we just throw away sports? Baltimore. Sorry, Baltimore. You don't have any sports.
Kids, if you're listening to this, bro, fuck Baltimore, bro.
Yeah,
Week 2, I'll be there. The Dolphins are going to clap you guys. So.
I hope so.
We're going to go 2-0. You know why? Because my dog Tony Jefferson said, you know what he said on Twitter? How come every time I order a Shirley Temple, I get laughed at? You're a grown man ordering a fucking Shirley Temple.
Yo, don't sleep. Don't sleep.
Obviously, trying to do it with fucking.
Don't sleep on that Shirley Temple now.
I hate you.
Yeah. Sponsored by Voodoo Ranger.
Look.
Oh, nice.
I'm only drinking the Voodoo, obviously.
All right, we're going to go one more time. One more. Okay, ready? One more? Yeah? Steelers.
Kenny Pickett, Mitch Trubisky, or Mason Rudolph? My friend Spencer, I know clearly who should start.
You do know clearly.
But who do you believe? I'll interrupt you if you're too stupid.
I think Kenny Pickett. I think Kenny Pickett should start because the other options aren't good. Why not start him? You're in your rebuilding phase. You got Kenny Pickett for a reason. Mr. Trubisky's not going to give you anything much more. Mason Rudolph's not going to give you anything much more. Why not see what he's got? Throw him in the fire. Let's see what he's got. Let's see what those small hands can do.
Oh, guys, hey, don't call them small hands, bro. Spencer and I had the same exact size.
Yeah, there we go. This is what's throwing the football in Pittsburgh. They'd be throwing TDs all day.
I suck. So that's an indication.
I helped teach Fernando how to play football.
Guys, I'm Peruvian.
Dynamic fullback.
You think my dad taught me how to play football? No.
He's a dynamic fullback.
Yes, sir, bro.
Go for your one reception, you know what I mean?
I broke my wrist playing flag football, guys. Tore nerves and tendons. I'm not exactly a football player. But Kenny Pickett out of those football players, probably the best guy, man. I mean, Mason Rudolph is actually ass in a class. He's terrible.
He does fight Myles Garrett, though.
Yeah, so for me, we can honestly delete that half. It's probably Kenny Pickett, Mitch Trubisky. Who is the starter? Can you agree with that? Or you think Mason Rudolph's fine?
Like, I don't think he's fine. I don't think he should be the starter at all. But I think he's going to be considered. I think he's in the conversation. Mitch Trubisky, did he play last year at all? No, he was backup on Buffalo, right?
Yeah, he supposedly learned under the Brian Dabble system.
Yeah, but he didn't play at all. You know what I mean? So why is he automatically number 2?
I saw Mason Rudolph play, and I wish I had it. I wish I had it. You know, I wish he sat on the bench.
See, that's why Kenny Pickett should play. Exactly what I'm saying.
Oh, I agree. Didn't you see me wince at the beginning when you said Kenny Pickett? Yeah. I was like, damn, Spencer's smarter than I thought. You know. So Kenny Pickett, we finally agree for a while.
Yeah, there we go.
Guys, Kenny Pickett, as small as his hands are, bro. Like at Pittsburgh, he was fine, bro. And I think it's a cool story, bro. The Pittsburgh Panthers, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's hit this man. If you get those some touchdowns to guys like Chase Claypool's on the Nando Talk Dynasty team, bro, we can vibe, bro. Wakata to Chase Claypool, bro. You can do it to who's that guy? DeAndre? No.
Oh, DeAndre Washington.
Yeah.
Now he drops everything, bro. You know what? Sorry. We're gonna hate on another player. No, yeah, we're gonna hate on a player real fast, and I feel bad for this. But you know what? During fantasy last year, I was in trade talks with David, right? We were in trade talks, whatever. So I started focusing on
Deontay Johnson. First of all,
who's DeAndre Washington? Is he a person?
No.
Deontay Johnson. That wasn't Deontay Johnson. There's Washington on Pittsburgh.
Deontay Johnson.
Yeah. Look at last year's depth chart.
This is the depth chart.
Of last year?
You guys, this is why Spencer sucks at fantasy football.
Anyways. I was watching the Steelers. There was one guy, James Washington. Not DeAndre Washington. James Washington.
Here we go.
He's the one that has Butterfingers.
He's not on the Steelers anymore.
Where is he now?
We talked about him earlier on the show.
We didn't know he didn't.
Yes, we did.
Oh, we did talk about him. Maybe in the very beginning, the Bears.
I think he's on the Bears, Spencer.
I don't know. Look at this memory. Anyway, James Washington.
Dallas Cowboys. He
He can't catch the football. That's why the Cowboys aren't going to win the Super Bowl. So, James Washington. I don't know. I watched like 2 Steelers games in a row, and he must have had 4 or 5 drops.
So are you happy with the receiver core?
On big plays.
Are you happy with Deontay Johnson?
I like Deontay Johnson. He's good. He's okay. Not who I thought he was, but he's okay. James Washington, I'm sorry. Again, to the state of Texas, they're just going to hate me.
Oh, Spencer. They both Texas hate you, bro.
Yeah, that's okay. No, we're not going there. We're staying there. Oh, we're switching it up. Oh, we're switching it up again. Back to the Panthers. More QB talk. Interesting. We're going a lot of QB talk here.
Sam Darnold, Matt Corral. Coral.
PJ Washington. XFL legend. No. Wasn't as hard as the first lap.
I feel bad.
We gotta post that video sometime. First lap.
I'm down for it, bro. But
throwback.
Speaking Washington is your idea of a starting QB and not a joke. Okay, good. Because it's got to be Matt Corral, who at Ole Miss was fine and dandy. But Sam Darnold is ass in a glass. So they better hope Matt Corral is fine.
See, this could be another weird one.
Matt, you had a tragedy in your family. I hope you're doing well, bro. You're a baller, and I hope you start for the Panthers.
This could be another
DJ
weird
Moore
one.
needs you.
I hope he does start for the Panthers. This could be another weird one where, like, they signed Sam Darnold, and they might be, like, I'm not necessarily emotionally attached, but they might be in that situation where they're like, we signed him, we got a plan, we're hoping he's the guy, but he's not going to be the guy, and then they play Matt Corral. Right? I don't know. Man. They're in a weird situation. I think you got to play Matt Corral. Sam, he hasn't proven anything.
Matt Corral is very talented, bro. I would start him when he's young, bro. I don't think you're going to win the division anyways with Sam Darnold, so you might as well play Corral, man.
I could see that switching after 5 or 6 weeks.
Really?
I could see them playing Sam Darnold, starting Sam Darnold, and then they're going to go 2-3 or 1-4, and then they're going to switch. Fumblebrewski exclusive. Panthers switch, maybe not week 6, but fairly early. To Matt Corral. Give him a shot. Show what the boy can do. He looked good. I like him. I think he's pretty good. I think he's got that competitive nature in him.
The only reason he slipped is because he banged up his knee.
Yeah, he did.
It's not going to delay him to start from the season.
Yeah,
so he can start week 1.
He did get a little hurt, though.
He should be fine.
I think he's good. I think he's good. I think he can throw the ball. I think he can make plays. And why not let loose?
Why not let loose?
Why not let
it fly, bro? Matt Corral is starting quarterback for the Carolina Panthers.
Fumblebrewski back in person.
Bada bing, bada boom, bro. I love this in-person vibe.
Soon.
We have to, bro.
I'll win some more arguments, get some more points on the board.
Y'all know I'm smarter than Spencer, bro.
Show you how good this fantasy season's gonna be. Is the house on the house gonna come back? We're gonna build another house. Go Davis Mills.
Go Davis Mills, bro.
We love Davis Mills. We're gonna build another house,
guys. Stay tuned for it. We're gonna build another house. Do a little bit more better.
Do it.
Do a little bit more in person, dude. And it should be fun times. You know?
We're gonna have a good time.
I'm probably gonna try to go to that Dolphins Jets game. So
Yeah. We're good. We're gonna have a good time. Fumblebrewski next season. Dolphins next season. Let's have a good fantasy season. Let's go. Bang.